finishing music must get annoying. Well, go on, gentle people. Sanjae Uchiha here. Just rolling out a bit. Wait. So I'll go on with the chat. Alkalis, Wagwan man. So you're there bright and early. Nasheen Fantima, your respect for subscribing. Yafi, yo, we here. As I mentioned, subscribing. I know it's, the subscriber goal up at the top. It's not accurate to what my current number of subscribers is. I think it's because even if you subscribe, it might not go up unless you subscribe and then turn on all notifications and probably have like your YouTube settings to send you all notifications or something like that. I think. But respect again, Nasheen. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Well, let me see what's going on in the chat. Yeah, man, the chapter doesn't drop until it's 9:41. No, it doesn't drop until 10, so it's kind of like a pre-show. So that's why I decided to start the stream at this time. Everybody can see and hear me all right? Let me know. Let's see. Pan King XY. I at least have to check it out first, so I'm gonna at least bring that to the next tab over here, next monitor, and see what it's about. Depends on the content. Well, no spoilers, but the only thing I've seen, thanks to like Naruto explained and for Never World, apparently there's like a new eye technique again and surpasses the Sharingan or some foolishness like that. So, yeah, that's the extent to what I've seen. Wait, Betty, Wagwan man, yo, we here. SYED side. Let me see if I can filter this out. But Nasheen, yeah, I do. I do watch Black Clover. I have an entire Black Clover playlist, my youth, because I started it from like last year. Like, when was it? August, October, probably earlier. Nah, Mobi, Alka. But yeah, I went entire Black Clover plays Nasheen. If you want me to link it or if you want to just go on the channel and find it, let me know. But if you can't, let me know as well. I go all the way from my initial impressions with the manga to the final episode. I know I haven't been doing a lot of Black Clover content lately, but I really want to get back into that. Yeah, I'm on the latest chapter too. Betty, like, I really need to binge your Black Clover stuff. Nah, like, because apart from the 3 episodes, I haven't seen any more, of your content in terms of the Black Clover reactions. But yeah, anyway, no spoilers. But does anyone feel like going on to these chapters, despite any predictions or expectations? It always feels like there's, like, I don't know. Like, anything can happen, literally. Like, honestly. More while I do these expectations videos, like those videos like 2 to 3 days before the chapter drops, and despite my expectations and predictions, like, I always see like anything can happen despite my expectations. It's insane. I know a lot of people want to dive more into what's happening with, Amado and what his true motives are, which I will be glad to get a hint of for this chapter. That would be good. I did also make the prediction, Boruto going wild and destroying a section of the village, or injuring some persons. Um, well, it's 9:44 my time now. About 15 minutes before the chapter drops. A threat far greater than Code and Ida. If there already is, I feel like, well, I think that's a given, but it depends on if it's a case where if that threat is going to be introduced immediately, or if it's going to be a case where it's going to be like a long burn where they introduce the concept of this threat and then we're building up towards it. I'd be fine with that. But if they just suddenly introduce that when they've already introduced these cyborgs that are on par, if not greater than Jigen, I think that would be, yeah. Yeah, Betty, that does seem like a pretty solid setup in terms of the chapter structure. I would really want that too. I think that's the expected structure. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why Delta wouldn't come back. I mean, if nothing else, if nothing else, fan service. If nothing else, but on a serious level, yeah, I think she's going to come back. I think she ties into what in some shape or form to what Amado's true goals are, more than likely. I would want to see Sasuke this chapter as well. Anthony, one of my subscribers had kind of brought up the fact that, well, the possibility that he might be at Orochimaru, given that we didn't see him last chapter and it's been a week since last chapter. Well, it's been a week in universe since the fight with Ishiki and Momoshiki. So, yeah. Oh, Nashin. Ah, respect. Seems crazy. You can't believe at one point I wasn't doing as much live streams. It's insane, and look at me now. Wait, Kaizoku Kage? 3 years ago? Welcome to the stream, man. Kakashi versus Ida. In terms of like, even, as you mentioned Kakashi, even old characters, like from the previous generation, well, previous generation, I need to start introducing them now, but it needs to be like a nice transition to smooth them back into the story. Oh shit, have I shared out the stream? Yeah, I did share it on Facebook, but I didn't create a post about it. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Channel. Nasheen, our side. Is your channel the one with 565 subs? Is that the one? I haven't seen any. Well, the only spoilers I've seen Kaizoku is the fact that there's apparently a new dojutsu. I don't know anything else about it. Apart from, like, you know, scrolling through. Like, I did Google it, but I didn't go on the wiki page. Apart from that, the only thing I know is it has something to do with space time. That's the only thing, the extent what I know. No pressure, Betty. Me know. I mean, all over the place. I mean, if I didn't have the day off from work, I wouldn't even be doing this stream. So, yeah. Palak Aurora, welcome. Guys, definitely as per usual, I don't know. The cliche YouTube shits. Yeah, if you can, if you want to, if you feel that spirit of, you know, helping out a nigga. Yeah, share out the stream and thing. Chapter drops in about 10 minutes. Of course, like up the stream, sub if you're not subbed. Let me see, find this thing now, OBS, and boom, see you there. Wasn't that just last chapter, chapter 55? Well, sorry, chapter 2 chapters ago. Um, yeah, Kurama. I feel like it's going to really be. It would have been sad for some people already, but I think when the anime reaches that part and you can add in the music and all of that, trust me, it's going to be super sad. Especially with the fact that they're going to piece things out a bit more, well, better than the manga, more than likely. Um, in terms of the amount of chapters before the time skip, I think I've talked about this already. Where I was saying I was expecting the time skip by say chapter 58, latest 60. SK Subur Ali, shout out please. Wagwan man, welcome to the stream. Yo, welcome to the stream. Like I'm forgetting something now. Did I? I think I said I was gonna check something. Can't remember. Let's see. Are we looking? Are we looking? Let's just see here. That. Gotta fix this up. Doop. Let's see. Yeah. Nah. Get me this started. Nah. Okay, I think we're good there. Alright, cool. Live stream me in. Yeah, I mean, I say like if you don't feel like a tear coming to your eye, then the anime has failed. Now, Sheen, why do you keep messaging and retracting your message? Yeah, that's what I feel. I think like starting the time skip on the big 6-0. I don't know. Just that that fresh start to the next set of next set of tens. I don't know. Marketability maybe would be a good reason to start it there. Ooh, that's an interesting theory, Kaizoku. Jashin. Because I mean, we didn't really get much more details on this whole Jashin and that whole religious group that Hidan was part of. Are they interesting? Big Poppy Anime, welcome to the stream, man. Or girl, which I can never tell, but yeah, I feel they would, but it's just that since the manga feels like it's always pressed to a time, like it always feels like we're just focusing on certain set of characters. But I feel like we need those old generation characters to come in to help fight with the cyborgs. Now, shouldn't you say that a gaming channel? Alright, let me do this. And temporarily just take this off. No. So I assume this is it with 565 subs side. Oh shit, should I plug in my earphones on? Guys, like literally I saw like I do earphones or something. Like literally one side of me earphones stop work. It's ridiculous. I had like a wireless earphones. Yeah, shout out to Syed, but I want just to confirm if this really is his channel. I don't know, because I was searching Syed. I'm coming with a bunch of Syeds here, if I'm even pronouncing his name right here. Pan King XY. Okay, so I have the wrong channel here. That's embarrassing. King XY. Let me just filter this by channel. Not even let me filter. Tell you what. Send a link in the thing because I'm clearly not finding this. Here, Sayed, send a link in the chat. Favorite anime? Why do people always insist on asking every stream? Or like in terms of favorite anime, I always promote that I don't have a top 5, but in terms of like my super favorites off the top of my head, definitely Yu Yu Hakusho. Not necessarily the One Piece anime, but if I could put it as a One Piece story. Even though I know that's kind of sketchy because the One Piece anime has gotten kind of has a lot of pacing issues, but you know, One Piece. Let's just keep it simple. Yeah, One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho. I did recently get into Attack on Titan about 3 months ago, so Attack on Titan is definitely in the top, quote unquote, top 5. I don't know what else I'd put there just yet. I feel like Dragon Ball, and that's just, you know, speaking to Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, the whole 500 and something chapters of the manga, it's kind of like an honorary top 5. So definitely, I mean the others are definitely in terms of execution. I feel like they're better than Dragon Ball, but what Dragon Ball managed to achieve, and you know how it resonates with me even to this day, it's kind of like an honorary top 5. Well, it's going to be insane, but as with everything, it just depends on the execution. Depends on the execution as well. Out of super curiosity, are any of my coworkers here in the in the stream? Newsome, Jason, are you guys here? Or I haven't seen Warmonger, so it's probably not. Oh shit, no, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna share the stream. I was going to share out this stream. Well, I already shared it on Facebook. I wanted to create like a community post for it. Woo. Lights, them have beat me already. No, but I already did create a something there. No, wait, yeah. Do. Let's share this out. Obviously, the lights are baking me already. No, other cyborgs being revealed. This possibly being used in future analysis before being introduced. Yo, honestly, this story could go real crazy, honestly. Honestly, but I'm here for it. But the Ten Tails, Otsutsuki's, cyborgs. I think it depends on how I feel after this chapter in terms of how crazy it's going to get. Because some person would feel like, you know, obviously a lot of persons are saying that a lot of these elements don't belong in the ninja story. So persons feel it's pretty crazy already. Dragon Ball Super. Andrika Lawrence. Yo, welcome Andrika. Thanks. Yo, I am trying like grinding. Andrika Lawrence. Yo, welcome Andrika. Thanks. Yo, I am trying like grinding. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. Now the audio is looping back. Alright, let me just post this. We're about to... Okay, I'm still getting feedback. Desktop audio is muted though. Okay, hold on. This is starting to get ridiculous. We're about... Remember to like, sub, and share the stream, guys. We're about to tackle the latest chapter. Post created. Alright, what time is it? 10? I'll bring up back the image here. Those who have been here for a while know how it goes. Trying to avoid copyright if possible. So let me just refresh this page. Is it sub 2? Mm-hmm. Alright, we're going. And here we are, 57, Ida. Ooh. It seems like she might be best girl material. I mean, once this is like converted into like Kishimoto's art style or into the anime, it seems like she could be best girl material. What do you guys think? Alright, let me just change this to vertical reading direction. And let's go! Alright. Still interesting that they don't put script writer or anything for Masashi Kishimoto, but it is what it is. Boruto Chapter 57, let's go. Alright, so Ida, sitting idly. Boru, you bastard. You really had disobeyed Jigen's order and preserved her. I don't know what you were plotting, but that's just asking for trouble. If you ask me, your knowing about her is more of a surprise. Why didn't you report Boru's transgression to Jigen? Because I wasn't sure of it until I saw her for myself. Plus, if Boru were to incur Jigen's wrath, I'd be the one who'd end up having to dispose of him. And even I don't have the heart to take down a good-natured buddy. Ah, alright. Cool looking out for his niggas. But him dead anyway. So, it is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, right. I bet you wouldn't even blink. Well, I never dreamed the day would come when she'd come in handy. Let's wake her up. We'll talk after. I realize I've already guided you here, but you do know, right? About her abilities. She who knows everything in this world? That's all I've heard. I don't know what you plan to have her do. I don't want to know, but I bet what you're thinking is too naive. Quit prattling. What is it? Just spill it. Yeah, come on, old man. You're wasting pages. We know it goes already. We don't want to end the chapter and then boom. Oh god, it's already done. Anyway, you can't make her obey using brute force. Not Ida. Out of all of them, she's in a completely different class. Oh, my thing said kill him now, but just open up the thing. Alright, steam flying. Code, you bastard. I wasn't done explaining. I'll ask her directly. Yeah, cause you're wasting pages, bro. I'll ask her directly. If she defies me, I'll just kill her. Alright, Ida. The target is Code, a Kara holdout. The material you have in hand has his details. Oh, of course. I thought the Kara would come, but obviously it's a Skype Zoom meeting. No, it's like anytime I see any like new age technology in Boruto, it just kind of takes me out of the moment. I'm sorry. I read the manga on Manga Plus's website. Doop. Alright, sorry guys. Let me just post the link in the chat here. And then pin it. Alright, so I've pinned the link to the manga. Anyway, Konoha patrols recently launched several incursion ops on the Kara base, but they all failed because the Kara base is located in another dimension. Okay, there are transfer protocols scattered all over as per Amado, but our patrols have reported that they all either don't activate or are damaged. Okay, it seems he anticipated us getting this intel and decided to act preemptively. So you should operate under the assumption that he already knows that Amado has surrendered to Konoha. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – We're still tracking leads based on Amado's intel, but as of now, they've all been bust. At the very least, he doesn't seem to be stupid enough to show up at a regular, regular haunt. So no clues. What's the plan then? So you're saying the transportation to the bases are either damaged, they won't activate. Okay. We predict his moves and intercept him. What are his motives? We think he has two broad concerns. The first is retaliating against those involved in subduing Otsutsuki Ishiki, specifically the murder of the Hokage and several other Konoha shinobi, and the second is cultivating a divine tree from Ten Tails. Ten Tails, we have to fight that monster again. Yeah, bro, the fifth great. Well, it wouldn't be the fifth great ninja war. It would be the first great global interplanetary war. Can we put it like that? Worst case scenario, yes, but that's partly why we need to find code now to thwart his plan. Alright, I get your situation. One basic question though. The scientist model that you've got, can we really trust him? I trust you, Konoha, but this dependence on a bastard who until just recently belonged to the enemy organization. You sure he's not using you for his own purposes? If you want my personal opinion, no, I don't trust him 100%. But Amado came through with flying colors in the battle against Ishiki. It wouldn't be an overstatement to say that without his help, there wouldn't still be a village. Alright, cool. So the proof is in the results. As long as that wasn't all a giant dog and pony show, well, it does seem like his life is being targeted. And his intel itself at least is credible to a certain extent. All's well that ends well, in terms of Ishiki, but what of Momoshiki's karma? Is Boruto alright, Naruto? We're still searching for an effective solution, but it's not looking good, though Boruto himself is doing fine. The car holdout is a problem too, but the issue frankly is my bigger concern. If Momoshiki or Boruto himself were to become an Ishiki level threat, sorry to be harsh, but would you be able to take down your own son? I'll do what needs to be done as Hokage. Yo, this is going to be interesting going forward. Alright, so I spoke to Sasuke earlier. So where is he? Is he finally running that bar now that he no longer has a Rinnegan? Is he finally completely out of chakra? It did seem like he was prepared to, if necessary. For me, I just have trouble believing any of it, that my precious son will become another person entirely. A brutal Otsutsuki, no less. And even if that worst case possibility were to become reality, I'd rather keep on not believing it until the moment it happens. Here we go. I used to have a daughter. I know how you feel. So, I mean, are the theories? Alright, Nashi, no problem. The theories regarding Delta being Amado's daughter, maybe a little more weight to that now? Oh, I didn't know that. She died though. It's been 12 years already. 12 years. So that would have been during the period of the, not the Fourth Great Ninja War, but the last period. Those, 10, give or take, those 10, well, no, it would actually be during the time of the Naruto, the last movie. Or right after or just a little before, but after the war. I see. Here we go. This is it. It's not that you don't want to believe. Rather, you don't want to give up, right? That's why you've come to me. What's this? Some sort of medicine? It's a drug I crafted with the aim of weakening a Byakugan's power. That was the original plan. What? I did every conceivable thing to take Jigen down. This was one byproduct of that. Don't ask for the details. The origin of Byakugan lies with Otsutsuki, so weakening the Byakugan might have the effect of curtailing the Otsutsufication on Boruto's cells. Alright, cool. Slowing down the process. For real. Fair warning, I wouldn't normally recommend this because there's no telling what kind of side effects there may be. Oh shit, I wonder if this is how it's going to, I don't know, cause him to get the Jogan, maybe? Well, in the manga. Decreased vision would be bad enough, but worst case scenario, there's a chance he could die. Oh shit. Listen closely. The best we can expect is curtailment. We might be able to stop the progression of otsutsufication temporarily. It doesn't solve the fundamental problem, and regular dosing will likely become necessary to maintain efficacy. Is that how that's pronounced? You need to consider all that very carefully before making your decision, though in the end it's still Boruto's decision. And I'm sure you realize this, but make sure your wife and daughter don't take these. Is that like hanging like a plot point on the wall to say they're going to eventually come into contact with this drug? This is the most I can do. Come back if you need more. Thanks, Amato. I owe you one. Alright, so over to Code. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, honestly, once this gets into Kishimoto's art style, best girl material. Trust me. Yo! She just have that style of flair to her. I like the hair too. Morning, Ida. I'm Code. Sorry to wake you so suddenly. It's like, yo, I don't give a shit, fam. Alright. Stabs her. Oh, space time. Well, space time equipment. Hold it right there. You can't even bother with a hello? I came here to talk to you. However, if you can't concern yourself with me, fine. I'll dispose of you as per Jigen's orders. Go ahead and try, yo! Yo! That's too bad. What the? I can't move my hand. Or rather, they won't do what I tell them to. See? You can't, can you? This is one of her abilities too? I'm sorry, Code. I wasn't ignoring you. You see, I've been asleep a long time, so I'm worried I have bad breath. Okay. Bug. Guide him to the bar. Alright. Okay, you see, Ida is my type of girl. Guide to him to the bar. I'll join you when I'm finished. Yes, ma'am. Right, she's a girl after all. And what I did lacked class. Yes, Code. Hey, Bug, what do you think? Is she... Yo! Alright. Code. Alright. Code is getting a few more points in my book, if you ask me. Do you think she's interested in me? Don't be stupid, Code. Dragging me into this mess. You've got yourself ensnared in her spell already. I like this because in terms of how Code is being portrayed here, sorry, it's kind of similar to how his personality is in the anime. Faridi Begum, hopefully I pronounced that right. Hi, Wagwan. Welcome to the stream. Chapter 57 in progress here. Yo, Betty is the exact same thing I'm saying. Like, she's just, yo. Alright. You've gotten yourself ensnared in your spell already. Yeah, my heart's pounding harder the longer I wait. Is this a tactic of hers too? Fool, that's not what I meant. It's her ability. She's stolen your heart. An ability? To steal one's heart? It's the reason you weren't able to attack her earlier. You're totally done for. That's incredible. Clairvoyance is cheating enough to have yet another ability. That's amazing. Overblown is what it is. It's not such a good thing. Let's say there were security cameras in every nook of the world, and you could access them whenever you wanted. Could you watch them all day? For the most part, I'm super bored. Though occasionally I'll see something interesting. Really? So, anything interesting happened recently? Let's see. Otsutsuki Ishiki dying. It was pretty pathetic. It made me laugh. I'm sad that I can't show it to you. And then Ishiki's dead soul gripped at you. He seemed to be going on for a while, so I stopped listening part way through. But poor you, to be tasked with so many things. So, she can see everything on Earth? Let me see then. Wow, your clairvoyance is the real deal. How does it work? Well, it's hard to explain to others, but it feels like just my consciousness has jumped there. I can see the past too. Okay? I can't see events that happened before I was born though. And I'll say this right now. Don't even think of asking such a boorish thing as how many years into the past I can look. So basically, she doesn't want to telling me her age. Fine, I'll only guess at your age then. Can you see the future? No, it's not precognition. I can only see current events in real time or pick scenes from the past to watch. But I did predict that you would come visit me. Call it female intuition. Really? I'm flattered. So, how does this work? How to release the power limiters implanted in your body. Isn't that what you want to know? You really are all-knowing. Yup. In order to kill Hokage and Uchiha, I could probably do it as I am, but I want to spare myself unnecessary hardship. Only Amado can lift the limiters, using iris recognition and a voice print command code. Both biometric authentications are needed, and I don't know what the code word is. But you could just look into the past. Unless those limiters were put in before she was born. But it can't be that long ago. She seems like she could be like 17, 18. Like older. Yo, Anthony! Kitty Queen, 1, 2, 3. What's up? What's up? Yeah, man, waifu Ida. Like she she has the flair to her, isn't it? But what I'm confused about here is why she wouldn't be able to like get the passcode. Granted, they still need a model either way, but anyway. I see. Well, biometric authentication isn't a problem. I'll just have someone perform transformation jutsu and turn into him. It's not that easy. You may not be able to tell, but he's remodeled his eyes with scientific ninja tools. Oh, interesting. And you know transformation jutsu can't replicate complex tech. So you either need a model to cooperate or gouge out his eyeballs and take them with you. Oh, so that's interesting. So transforming to somebody kind of does, give you their fingerprints. That's very interesting. Ah, shoot. So charging to Konoha alone just for this would be short-sighted. Not that I'm a fool like Delta. This must be why he hunkered down in the Shinobi village. He's smart and a dreamy dandy. What? Does Ida like Kamado? But I'll still kill him the next time we meet. Okay. You hate Amado? That's right. Do you know why? Because he remodeled your body? Half right, but that's not the main reason. I'm stumped. I give up. Why? Code. You like me, right? Like, waifu Ida, Yasumi. Oh, no more guessing games. Just answer code. Do you like me? Yes, I like you, Ida. I've been crazy about you since earlier, but at the same time, my feelings for you raise a question. These emotions of mine, which seem so authentically real, are they phony, manufactured by your ability? What trifling things you worry about? Does it really matter? Dang. Don't misunderstand. I'm not talking about myself. I just want to know your abilities, since we'll be teaming up. You know nothing, Code. That's why you're... Yo, honestly, Kishimoto is holding out on the details with this chapter. And we're almost done, and it feels like we only know like the surface level of what's going on here. It's not limited to you. Everyone's become captivated by me, both men and women. Wait, a Boa Hancock from One Piece. Both men and women, no matter who they are. Now, do you get it? How absolutely boring and tedious it is. You're not the one who most wants to know whether your feelings are real or not. It's me. Even people who might have naturally generally come to like me, I'll never know their true hearts because my ability forcibly steals their hearts away. So this is the right answer to my earlier question. Amado has robbed me of ordinary love. I can't forgive that. That's why I hate him. Well then, Code. I think I'll get going now. Good luck to the two of you. What about you, Bug? It doesn't look like you're captivated by Ida. I'm the same as you. It just happened a lot longer ago. Bug is shy, so he doesn't show it externally. And he's a chicken. I think he's scared. It's endearing. I see. I think I finally understand the reason why Boro disobeyed Jigen's order and didn't dispose of you. He was your captive too. That's right. Though he was also rather afraid, just like Bug of my ability, that is. Hold on. Then shouldn't it be then it shouldn't have been the same with Jigen? So how was he able to order your disposal? Jigen's an exception. I couldn't steal his heart. Because he has the Ishiki wine! What? There are two types of hearts my ability can't steal. One is blood relatives, and the other is Otsutsuki. I see, Otsutsuki. Hey Code, that boy Kawaki. He's Otsutsuki too, right? Yeah, though he's incomplete, he had a karma. Going back to Ishiki, in the end, he died after falling for Kawaki's ploy. When I saw that, my heart fluttered. It was thrilling. I hadn't felt like that in a long time. See? I see. So that's how it is. You're right. Your ability may not work on Kawaki. You'd be able to have a normal romance with him. He could be your... What is going on with this chapter? Can somebody explain to me? Hamza L2, the link to the site I'm reading on is in the... It's the pinned comments. It's the pinned comment. I'm trying to just kind of figure out what's going on with this chapter, and I don't know. Alright, exactly. In which case, the same holds true for Uzumaki Boruto. He's also undergoing karmic otsification. He's plenty eligible to be your prince too. Boruto, right? He's cute and dreamy too, but what about your objectives? Don't you need Ten Tails' father to cultivate the divine tree? Are you sure you'll be done one precious prince? No worries. Despite appearances, I'm monogamous. Alright, so even more. This just confirms. Ida is complete waifu material. It's almost like a human trafficking transaction. They're both crazy pieces of work. The Kage are conferring right now. They're searching for you in order to stop your plan, but I can see and hear all. You'll never be caught. Nice, you're the best. I was right to trust you. Well then, in salute to each other's goals. Shall we have a toast? Once again, nice to meet you, Ida. Likewise, Code. Counting on you. Alright, so I will give this chapter something. We finally got Boruto's legitimate best girl. At one point, probably the Naruto universe best girl is probably Hinata. Maybe. But Ida has just superseded her. She just shut up. We have a new queen. Yo, jeez, it's just the confidence, dog, and just the design. And she's like, yo, I only need one guy, dog. She's like a one-man type of girl, isn't me? So, she just has it, bro. But, outside of that, his lights are baking me. Outside of that, like... Sarada with Kawaki. Who knows? I don't know. This chapter, while it's throwing a lot of interesting concepts in our face with the Ida section, I feel like we're just, like somebody's trying to tell you something and they're just kind of scratching the surface. They're kind of holding back. It feels like, I don't know if it was the best choice by Kishimoto to not go in detail, because yeah, she has clairvoyance. Yeah, she can see into the past up to, the day she was born. She apparently has the ability to capture hearts, but it's like we need specifics. How is Amado able to? I mean, the cyborgs are one thing now. Cyborgs on par with Jigen and beyond are one thing, but how is Amado able to build stuff like this? That's what I'm trying to understand. And I was kind of spoiled on the Senrigan or whatever, but there was no mention of that. Is that I mentioned in some spoilers somewhere that there was no mention of that dojutsu term? I don't know. I highly doubt the time skip is gonna be in 58. 60 might be the case. 60 might be the case. Like, I don't know, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat. I'll open Discord soon so persons can come on and one by one and talk. But I don't know. I don't. I don't know. In terms of the the Konoha section and the Kage, the five Kage Sky Summit, I will say that in terms of for the story itself, I kind of prefer that part more because it's setting up more emotional conflict down the line between Naruto, a character that we definitely care about, and Boruto, a character that even though we kind of care about him, his potential for us to care about him is still growing more and more. So it's setting up that emotional conflict. Of course, Sasuke was mentioned, but we don't see him. So there's that. Apparently, there's Byakugan weakening pills, so it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I guess from the perspective of like just introducing a new antagonist, keeping it probably a bit surface level might be the best option. But I don't know. For the sake of this chapter itself, I feel like I wanted more. But I think, and another thing, we should get more specifics in terms of how our abilities work. Going down the line. And if and when we do, it would retroactively make this chapter feel better for me. But as it stands right now, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's a shit chapter, but it just feels like one big tease, which seems appropriate given how Ida is now best girl. It's like she's teasing us. She is me. But I know a lot of persons are gonna be iffy about the whole love thing and everything. If the fan base are Attack on Titan and the whole love thing with Eren by the end of Attack on Titan is anything to go by, I think fans are going to be iffy about this love thing with Ida. Like, I'm interested to see how the fan base is going to react because this, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to feel about this chapter. I know. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out, honestly. Definitely gonna have to reread this. But yo, once this gets once this gets to the anime and they add like that episode 189 art and animation, if they do that, oh my god, she's going to be best girl, dog. Yes, best girl. But I'm still curious. The whole ability to capture hearts, is it her eye technique? Or were those spoilers, well, are the spoilers that persons like Naruto explained and for Neverworld, are they fake spoilers? Or is the ability tied to her eyes? What's the case? It's like, from going by this chapter, I just can't tell. You know what I mean? But either way, let me open Discord because I'm interested to see what some of you are saying about this chapter. Honestly, let me just take off this. No man, this too serious. Bushmaster. Yo. Alright guys, so the link to my Discord is in the description below. It's the voice channel, yo. I feel like Anthony Henry is gonna be like the first person to get here. But I am talking to you guys one by one. What's my limit? Yeah. Let me start virtual camera. And oh wow, virtual camera is flipped here. Wow, 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 wow. Oh well. All right, guys. So the Discord is open. um, can make your way over now. Let's see what's happening. Again, I'd love to talk with you guys one on one. So each person 5 minutes, give or take. But yeah, like on a real, like I don't. No, Mr. Sheik, like yeah, I'm really into this because it's ridiculous. It's surface level. It's me wondering how the fan base is gonna react because introducing this whole seemingly warped sense of romance as well, and it's I don't know, guys. It's like this is wild. Boruto 999. Shadow. I just don't know what to think about this, guys. I don't know. Yes, yes, I really am. It's well, at least it seems that way. A man of culture. I don't really have any problems with the love thing. The only problem I have is just that since going from how things went with the last Naruto the movie and even Naruto itself, we knew at that time Kishimoto wasn't the biggest. He wasn't the biggest romance writer. I don't know if things have drastically changed in terms of how he approaches romance from his time with Samurai 8, but I will say that anything is possible, so I'm not going to rule him out just yet. I'm going to stop this. So, yeah, I'm not going to rule him out. But, yo. The only part that didn't really make too much sense for me, apart from the surface level stuff, is the fact that I don't see why Ida wouldn't be able to get the passcode, despite the fact that they still need Amado's biometric. Well, yeah, apart from the fact they still need Amado's eye, why she wouldn't be able to just look into the past and get the passcode? Yeah, Kage abilities. yeah, I was actually expecting more from the Kage conference, but taking everything into consideration, I guess it couldn't be helped. Code isn't stupid. You would have gotten rid of everything that could have led back to the base, so they're kind of like at a standstill. They kind of have to just wait until Code actually makes his move or see what they can do to help Boruto. So they're kind of limited on options right now. So there's that. And Anthony, if you're still here, you see, I felt that I for the most part I was not expecting anything big disagreement wise between the Kage, because that's just not in the nature of how the current Kage are, or at least based on how they've been portrayed in the manga at least. But of course Darui did bring up the whole trusting of the manga, which was expected. So there's that. And yeah, you see the thing with Naruhina, that whole coupling needed, not that I'm against it, but it just needed more time to, I don't know, probably needed more than a movie. Honestly, it needed more than a movie, honestly. Yeah, the chapter, I don't feel like I could disagree with that rating. You know, I hardly ever like rate the chapters like out of 10 when I think about it. But yeah, it felt like it was an okay, and 6 out of 10 is an okay chapter. Yeah, so it wasn't bad, but it was just okay. A lot of the stuff with Ida, like as I'm saying, like probably in retrospect, if they really develop things with Ida later on, and then retroactively we can say there was a reason for Kishimoto keeping this chapter surface level as it is, then it could probably go up to a 7. So yeah, that's just the reality of it. No bashing or anything. It's just the I would say, well, I can't say I an objective, can I? But I would it's the objective objective stance, I think, to look at it from. And then if we wait a month, yeah, that's the hard thing about chapters like this, where um it's kind of surface level. It kind of moves the plot along, but it's kind of surface level, and then you kind of have to wait a month for more things to actually happen. Agree with you. Boruto's the new best gen main character. So that's what Boruto versus like what Asta, Deku. We'll see what you'd say. We'll see how we're comparing Boruto to Asta, Deku. I would imagine. Well, yeah, I would imagine she's 18, and Boruto and Kawaki. Boruto and Kawaki are like what 13, 14, so Kishimoto kind of has to be careful of how he approaches writing this, Never know, especially this whole cancel culture, but who knows? Who knows? She's Amado's daughter? I don't know. The way she was talking about Amado, I don't know. But it could be possible. Maybe if Amado wiped her memory. But I don't know if we're basing it on what she said about Amado in this chapter. I don't think Amado is her dad. Maybe Delta. Who knows? But I don't know. Nobody coming on the Discord? Nobody? Link in the description. Voice channel, yo. She's probably 12? Bruh. I mean, well, I don't know. Based on the art style, I don't know. I still think she's probably like 18. Especially since she didn't want to tell her age. You would think it's usually older women that don't usually want to tell their age. So, to me, I think she's about 18. I think she's about 18. Yeah. Should first be like, bro. Dog. Alright, when she says here that what is it? It's not a good thing. Let's say there were security cameras in every nook of the world and you could access them whenever you wanted. Could you watch them all day? For the most part, I'm super bored. I can just see something interesting. Let's get dying. Hold on. But let's jump there. I can see the past too. So this is still the thing that doesn't make sense. Can somebody explain to me why she wouldn't be able to get the the password from just jumping back into center of consciousness back into the past? I do not understand. Don't think I'm asking such a boorish question. I want to see current events in real time or pick scenes from the past to watch. Hold on. Venture authentications are needed, and I know that. I don't know what the code word is. Yeah, I feel like it's actually Delta. Mejan Doot. The link is the pin comment in the chat. That's where I read it. Yeah, exactly. Probably died and remodeled her. A voice prints command code. This is, no matter how I think about it, this doesn't make sense. Because the only thing Ida would have to do is just go back to the time when Amara put the limiters on code. So that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I mean, they're really. I mean, almost every chapter they're really hinting at Amado not being trustworthy or something. So it kind of makes me wonder if he, yeah, he more like has a secret agenda. But I'm starting to think the more they kind of talk on it, yes, he has a secret agenda. But I don't. I'm starting to think the secret agenda might not be nothing evil, but he just needs leverage to, achieve his goals. She can't see before she was born. Yeah, I guess she can't see before she was born, but I would imagine Code is younger than her, or within the frame of the timeline. So I guess it depends on her age, but if I'm assuming she's about 18, 19, I mean, compared to looking at how small Kawaki was to now, I would say Kawaki and Ko got to Kara when they were probably about 8, 7, give or take. So probably 5, 6 years ago. So, and then the limiters would have been placed on Code probably like around that time after getting the karma. So I don't see why she wouldn't be able to look back and get the password. Granted, I mean, at the end of the day, they still need the biometrics. They still need the biometrics from Amado. So it's not like if she knew they could go for it. But I'm just saying, in terms of the logic that Kishimoto's laid out there, that doesn't make any sense. I see what you guys are saying, but when you really reason it out, you'll see what I'm saying as well. That, alright, say worst case scenario, she's the same age as Code, right? And then 5 years ago, unless the whole concept of I can't see before I was born really speaks to the fact that the born in this sense might speak to the fact that when she got her powers. Maybe that's what it means. That's the only way it makes sense. Or that too, she probably actually knows the password. That's the thing too, Betty. Is it because I kind of went into this with the whole, I was hearing like seeing thumbnail Senrigan and all these foolishness, but they don't actually mention it in the chapter. They just speak about her in a general terms in terms of her body being remodeled, but apart from that, there's nothing. I mean, her eyes have an interesting design, but it may or may not be an eye technique. I mean, it almost looks like a Rinnegan. Well, almost. Has that kind of circle. Kind of like Mihawk from One Piece, like in this panel here. Yo, but even when she's explaining her power, she didn't really speak about, her eyes. That's what I'm saying. Like, it depends. So it's kind of like tentative. Like at face value, it doesn't make sense why she wouldn't be able to get the password. But the alternative, as you guys are saying, she's either lying and using code, or the whole being can't see before I was born speaks to when she actually got the ability, which might be after the fact that which might be after Code actually got his stuff. Wait, Betty. Bro, I am all over the place as you see on stream.
Going on, man. There's a lot of going on. There's a lot of excitement today, right?
Yeah, a lot of excitement. It definitely wasn't a bad chapter, but a lot of excitement because, whew, best girl, dog, best girl.
Man, I've got a couple of questions for you because honestly, this I felt like left a lot more questions than answers, right?
Exactly.
And one of my questions. Yeah, one of my questions for you, bro, is do you think her ability is like do you think it's like a scientific ninja tool, or do you think it's potentially an actual dojutsu, like it's an actual eye with, maybe Amada made some DNA enhancements, so different to what Delta had, right? Because it looks as though, the way she was describing it, it was almost as though it wasn't technology, like she wasn't seeing it through CCTV cameras, but was giving it as an example of what her ability can do, right?
Yeah, well, you bring up a good point for real. So, given what you just said, it would make sense that it's leaning more towards a dojutsu. Because I find it very hard to believe that scientific ninja weapons are ridiculous, but I find it hard to believe Amara could build something that allows her to see at every corner of the globe, see into the past. That would be just ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's a bit strange that she has this ability as well as the ability to captivate people's hearts, and that would be a scientific ninja tool. Like with everyone else's abilities that we've seen, whether it be Boro or whether it be Code, I mean, there's kind of a bit of an explanation there on why it could be scientific. Even Kawaki, right, with the way that it was described to be potentially nanotechnology. Now, with her, it all just seems a bit different. Like she's a step beyond scientific ninja tools, almost as if it was like DNA manipulation in some way. But
yeah, it's possible, because what I'm thinking as well, if it really is an eye technique, the only way I could think of it, unless Amano, and this is just a theory, unless similar to like the Byakugan weakening pills, maybe he made like a different set of pills from Otsutsuki DNA. Like, similar to like how I would say how Kawaki and Boruto have the potential to unlock anything Otsutsuki based going forward. Maybe it's like a drug that gives her that potential, and then that potential blossomed into whatever her eye technique is right now.
Yeah. That makes sense. I could see that. Another thing that I really wanted to just post to you was just on Naruto and also Amado now of the pills, because obviously with, Naruto kind of now becoming reliant on Amado over these pills, it kind of means that there is a new power dynamic, right? We're going to see Amado now essentially be almost like a drug dealer to Naruto and Boruto, right? Where Boruto is going to start doping with these pills, and obviously going by just what we've seen in standard TV, standard anime, if someone starts doping, they tend to get addicted.
Yeah.
So could there be essentially a plot where Boruto starts to become addicted in some way, or Naruto starts to become really reliant to the point where Amado uses that, that leverage to his advantage?
It's very possible. It's very possible, and I think it will go down that road, especially since drug abuse beyond, because I remember, funny enough, Naruto explained doing a video regarding Naruto's battle on drugs in the Fire Nation. And it's funny that Kishimoto's bringing this in some shape or form to the manga. So, and I think it adds to the whole, we're making this really dark.
Yeah, 100%. You can see that he's obviously definitely trying to age up the themes of the story, the plot points. Yeah, things are definitely starting to change, man. To be honest, I agree with you. This was definitely a slower chapter. I was hoping to get a little bit more, like you said, when we initially spoke, potentially Sasuke going to Orochimaru or Boruto and Kawaki, but hopefully maybe that will be the next chapter. I just wonder now, with Code and Aida, teaming up, whether that means that they'll try and go into Konoha straight away, or whether they'll try and build on the plot they're creating by recruiting some more, or coming up with some more ideas on how to take our guys down. So it could go anywhere at the moment. It could go anywhere.
It could, and it's what I said at the start of the stream. Like, despite our expectations and predictions, it always feels like the next chapter could go anywhere, honestly. Because especially like with a chapter like this, where kind of leaves more questions than answers, and the fact that it kind of feels like on Team Konoha, there's only, or just Team Ninja Alliance, it feels like there's only so much they can do now. They feel like they have a limited amount of things they could actually do.
Yeah, especially now with the nerfing of our main characters as well. So those Okages better start training up, boy.
Yo, trust me. But I'm
Yeah, man. I'll leave
wondering.
you to. I was gonna say I'm gonna leave you to it because I don't want to take up too much of your stream, but I appreciate your time, man. As
There
always.
was one other thing I want to mention to you before you go.
Yo,
I was
yeah,
wondering
go.
if things will end up with Himawari and Hinata getting those pills as well.
Oh yeah, so that actually, I'm glad you brought that up because that was something I also wanted to quickly speak to you about. Because this is the thing, right? Obviously, Himawari is a small girl. How old is she meant to be? Like 7 or something in the manga currently. So she's meant to be quite impressionable at the moment, right? So it could easily do something where Boruto and Naruto leaves the pills on the side, get careless, and Himawari potentially picks them up. But I was also wondering because in theory, Boruto is a Hyuga, right? And even Amado's warning about, oh, don't let the, Himawari and Hinata touch these. The same could easily apply to Boruto because, obviously in the anime, he has the Jogan, so he doesn't have the Byakugan, but he has an ocular eye ability. So
Yeah.
I imagine the same is just going to happen to Boruto too. And obviously they're just kind of not thinking about it because he hasn't visually shown the Byakugan. But
Yeah.
again, with Momoshiki being in him, I don't know, man. It's either the family, like Himawari and Hinata, like you said, potentially taking it, and we see the after effects that way, or Boruto, because obviously it's been foreshadowed now that there are going to be some negative effects from these pills. So someone's going to have to be shown to feel those effects in some way.
Exactly.
Yeah, so interesting, man. It's getting it's getting dramatic. That's what it's getting. I feel like we're entering into the drama mode where it's almost like a telenovela, in Konoha. Like what's gonna go on? Next, you'll see a potential evil twin brother of Naruto come through or something. You know what I mean?
Yo, anything is possible. It's just ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous.
Trust me. But I gotta go back to work, bro. But so I'll leave you to it, man. But I appreciate your time, yeah.
All right, man. Respect for coming on.
Always. We'll catch you soon, man. Take it easy.
Take care.
Peace.
All right, so that was good. I'm hoping everybody could hear Betty. Hopefully, I did turn on the desktop audio in OBS, so hopefully you guys managed to hear him and what he had to say. But that was a fun conversation. Respect for coming on as per usual, Betty. But yeah, let me see what the chat has to say now. Android 17 and 18 feels. Yeah, definitely. The fight in the time skip certain has nothing to do with what is happening now. Total different story. Kage wants to build a world better than the one that built with true peace. Who knows? I mean, it's still up in the air. But I will definitely say that I personally feel that the one thing we can establish on that Kawaki isn't evil in that flash forward scene. I was born again. Jumping on, we need to dissect. In the first episode, Boruto got a little kind of blind. I'm thinking. Yeah, Boruto is going to take the pill more than lightly. Hold on, Manife. Jump back to chapter 1. After he opened his eye, didn't... I personally feel that the side effects of the drug and the whole karma still, the whole otsutsufication, and if they do throw in whatever Toneri apparently did to him, probably the side effects is what's going to like produce the is what's going to produce the Jogan in the manga. But possibilities are endless, bros. Possibilities endless. Alright. That's an interesting theory, Dixon. Interesting theory. It was created. But I don't know, it definitely is a 6 out of 10 chapter. Wait, Anthony, go on. RRQ.
Sanjay.
What's up, man?
Yes, it's actually Nothing much. I just finished reading the chapter.
All right, first thing, what would you rate it out of 10? Because like how some persons are saying, it's not a bad chapter, but it's just okay, like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah,
What
I
would you
think
say?
6 to 6.5.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
about a 6 to 6.5. Um, it's a very loaded chapter. I read the spoilers, so I understood majority of the things that happened already.
Question about the
Um,
spoilers
I
though,
can understand that.
because
Mhm.
before you go, but question about the spoilers because it does seem like major YouTubers like Never and Naruto explained and thing we're talking about the eye technique and thing. Did the spoilers like say by organic dinosaur like hint at an eye technique or a dojutsu specifically?
Yeah, yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. She talked about the Senrigan, but the Senrigan hasn't even been mentioned in the chapter.
That's what I'm wondering. That's what I'm wondering. How does it
Um,
correlate? Is it that the I'll probably check her translations after this, but I'm just wondering if it's a case was there like an additional pamphlet released with the chapter and or something and
I'm not, I'm not sure, but normally organic dinosaur spoilers, she do her best, but sometimes it can be misleading until you read the chapter.
all right, fair enough.
Um, yes. So as I said before, I like the chapter. I can understand the fan service in the chapter because I think that's the only way, you could. That's the only. I think it's the only attraction regarding this chapter.
Yeah.
It's Ida's design and how she looks. Um, Ida does not look. She looks like she's 18.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Uh,
saying.
she looks like she's 18 because her design. She doesn't have a lot of cleavage, and she doesn't have. She looked like an 18-year-old.
Yeah. I
And I
was
think,
just
and
combining that with the fact that she doesn't even want to tell us her age, so and you would imagine it's
yes,
only usually older women who usually don't want to say that.
and and I actually think that she and Code is actually they're actually the same age.
Yeah.
They're actually the same age. However, I think probably Code probably older than her, like in terms of months or so.
You think?
I think so.
Because I would imagine
Um,
Code is about the same age, probably a year older than Kawaki, but uh,
no, I'm not going to say he's a year older than Kawaki because if you look at Code and Delta, they kind of look they kind of look like the same age, or Delta is slightly older than Code.
yeah,
And I can't imagine Delta being somebody who is 16 and so forth. So I think probably at the time when Code did it, it was probably about 10 and 11. I remember a 10 and an 11-year-old probably don't look as different from an 8-year-old
yeah,
in those times, so forth. Regarding her eye, which is supposedly the Senragan, as they would call it, I have two theories. One, I actually think it's an actual Keke Genkai.
yeah,
Like I think it's an actual Keke Genkai that they mistakenly found in terms of when they were trafficking when they were trafficking her. I
yeah.
think it's that either that or two. I think it's going to tie back into one of Ishiki's abilities because I don't think you guys know, but we don't know all of Ishiki's abilities yet.
I mean, I
We
know a
don't
lot
know
of
all of
persons
Ishiki.
kind of subscribe to the whole Dharma wheel, eight abilities, yada yada yada. So it is possible. I'm not going to dismiss that it's not possible, but until
Yeah.
stated actually in the story.
Yes, so we don't. I feel that I think later down, probably we're gonna see more of Ishiki's powers through Code and Kawaki.
Ah,
Um, in terms of Ida as a character, I love her.
yep,
I love
definitely.
her so much. She's not too sassy. She's very chill, but at the same time as well, she's a badass.
Badass.
Like yeah, you were saying?
No, I was gonna say because I think persons are going to be a bit iffy on the whole, love thing. But you see, because Ida, I think no matter what, they'll still be iffy on it. But I think in terms of the positives of it, what you can at least extract from the situation, it's because Ida kind of presents it in a non-cringe kind of way, if I could put it like that. I think we can, persons will want to at least see where this is going to go.
Okay. I think regarding the whole love thing, should probably going to like Kawaki, because Kawaki not going to want to have anything with to do with her, and she's gonna it's probably gonna be like it's gonna be like a Sakura Sasuke all over again. I hope it may have similarities to that. I hope I hope it has similarities, but I hope it's not the same. I hope it's not the same. Regarding Amado no and the 5 Kage summit.
Not as conflict prone as you thought it would have been, eh? Like I was saying.
It's not as conflict prone, but I'm content. Why I'm content? Because it was short lived.
Yeah.
If it wasn't conflict centric, and it was so long, and I'll be upset. But it was short, it was compact. I liked how they used the panel. So like when Gara asked a question and you saw that dark background, and they saw the eyes and so forth. I like that. It was still a tense situation.
Yeah.
Regarding Amado, this is my opinion. I think 2 things. I think, I know that I think Amado, yes, obviously it's very clear that Amado has a plan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a plan necessarily to be necessarily against the ninja world. I think it's more of a plan to ensure that Otsutsuki doesn't come and destroy this planet. I think also, a lot of persons are saying, how comes Amado was able to create these cyborg, these superpower cyborgs, including Ida. This is my thing.
Yeah.
I think Amado's ability to do so, yes, he's a brilliant scientist, but we also have to understand that he also had when him again? Victor. He also has Victor's money and machinery as well.
Yeah.
It's not like it's Amado is a big brain and that's it, but it was him and Victor. That's 1. 2, I have a feeling that because Jigen was in search of the perfect vessel, I think he probably would have donated some of his power to some of these cyborgs, and Amado probably enhanced it. Amado probably enhance it. Regarding Code is very full of himself. Code needs to be careful Code needs to be careful talking about how he could kill Sasuke and Naruto. He needs to be careful.
Yeah,
that
was an interest. That's why he's taking the extra precautions, because he was like, "Yo, I could probably beat them now, but let me just be extra sure." You see me? So I like that.
But I think about it is that I understand where they're going with the story. I think a lot of persons are not going to like it. However, I think that the setting the stage for the time skip, because from chapter 38 straight to chapter 45, it was just pure action.
Yeah,
pure action, and even when they continue.
No, because it was the end of the versus Jigen fight, round 1 to Team 7 versus Boruto.
Yes. And then while you have Amado giving certain information, you had when am again Kashin Koji versus Ishiki Jigen, I should say, and Ishiki. But my question to you is, do you think that the anime might introduce Ida before we get to this point? Like even give us a glimpse of Boro's facility.
Yeah, I actually think they'll do that, funny enough. But they'll try to keep it as surface level as possible, just to kind of whet your appetite. Like, where did Boro go there? You see me? Probably just show him like carrying like a capsule or something.
Another thing I think Kishimoto did very well was that, and I remember saying it to you in previous chapters, like I don't think a lot of persons know, but Amado in Konoha having Amado is literally like balancing the playing field, because I think for me, like the significant, like how I see it is that Sasuke losing his Rinnegan, Naruto losing Kurama, yes, that's a big decrease in their military might, but it's like Amado is like that.
He really pushes things back up there.
Yeah, pushes things back up there. And I think and I think that's a very subtle move by Kishimoto, because as I said before, he's trying to show that the ninja world is becoming more reliant on science since the age of Shinobi being over. This is my thing now. I think we always have to go back to the opening scene.
Yeah.
We always have to go back to the opening scene based on what we're seeing. My thing is this. This is my thing. I actually think that the opening scene, I think I wouldn't be surprised if the opening scene would be closer to the end of the series and not actually in the middle. I wouldn't be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised?
Because,
but
I wouldn't be surprised if it's closer to the end. It's not at the end, but it's closer to the end.
So like, say like 3/4 way?
Yeah, like 3/4 way, yes.
Personally, I'm expecting to get that scene. If I were to make a prediction here, you heard it here first, people. The flash forward, I'm predicting to get that scene in the late 70s of the manga.
Somebody, I think it's Andrew Dixon saying Kawaki and Code is the same age.
I mean, it wouldn't be surprising. I mean, we would have to look back at the. I would subscribe to the idea that Ko is about a year or two older than Kawaki, because Ko didn't really look that much bigger than Kawaki when they were both in the whole karma receiving process. So that's what I would say I'd base it on.
But the thing about it is that when you're a 10-year-old or 11-year versus an 8-year-old.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Probably at most I would put Code about 2 years, probably above Kawaki. Maybe at most.
And the thing about is that Kawaki may be a little bit older than Boruto, because we really don't know Kawaki's age.
Yeah.
We really don't know Kawaki's age. But as I said before, Code and Delta look really like they look relatively close in terms of age.
Yeah.
So even if Code was like 15, 14, I just can't imagine Delta being 15, 14. No, she looks too mature for that. Her design looks too mature.
Yeah.
But trust me, man. Another thing I want to highlight as well. I think persons are saying that Naruto are having conflicts. Look, I think this is the difference between Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah.
Sasuke knows that when I intro to read chapter 55 before I read this chapter. Sasuke understood that when Momoshiki takes over Boruto, it's no longer Boruto but Momoshiki.
Yeah. I don't think coming out of this chapter though, I don't think it's a case where Naruto wouldn't be able to do it, but it's just that before, as he was saying, like before it actually happens, he's kind of conflicting on it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The conflict, because I'm gonna be very honest with you. Naruto not gonna be able to kill him. Hands down, Naruto won't be able. Even if Momoshiki takes over his body, Naruto won't be able to kill him. Another thing as well, Amado giving Amado giving Naruto the Byakugan pills. I I think Naruto explained spoke about it. I think it's a direct call back to the nine tail beast drug, or the
Yeah.
tail beast drug, and the because again now the Sharingan pill. I think it's a direct callback to that. But also, I think Amado is doing this because he doesn't know about Boruto's Jogan. And actually, I think these pills are going to suppress, and not only going to suppress Momoshiki, but they're going to suppress Boruto's Jogan as well.
I
And I
was of
think,
the I was of the opinion that it would suppress whatever it would suppress Momoshiki, but I was thinking it might cause some side effects to bring out the Jogan. So I feel like I'm on the opposite side of the fence than you with that.
okay, no problem. Um, but yeah, no problem. We can disagree there. But I think it would, because for me, I think it makes sense if it brings out the Jogan more.
Yeah.
But my thing is that the Jogan, the thing about it is that the Jogan, well, yeah, you're right. It could bring out the Jogan more because the Jogan is not really the Byakugan.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
exactly.
I understand. Wait, what else I wanted to talk about because I don't want to take up your time. Yes. Wait. I'm going back to the Five Kage Summit.
Mhm.
Um, as I said before, I'm content because it was very quick. Another thing as well, I think you said that you believe that code would have destroyed all the portals, right?
Well, based on
All
what they
the,
were saying, yeah, it seemed like he destroyed all the
I
portals.
don't think it was him, you know.
You don't?
I think it was Ishiki. I remember, I know Ishiki. There's a point where Ishiki transformed, where he changed his clothing and everything, and then he went to Konoha. I actually think that in that time, I think he destroyed. It's of my opinion that Ishiki was the one who destroyed everything,
Hmm.
especially after that revelation that Amado was a traitor. And then the thing about it is like, well, the thing is, he wouldn't have known. He wouldn't have. I think when he saw Naruto, he realized that Boro probably died. And then the
Hmm.
thing is, I have a feeling that he would have probably gone to the base and he'd have probably seen Delta. So I wouldn't be surprised if you'd have seen Delta being deactivated and just destroy and recognize that, yo, Amado really, really mean this.
Yeah.
Like Amado really mean this. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was Ishiki who did it. But
Well,
Code can do it too. He has a week to do it. So it's just
yeah,
my opinion.
exactly. It's been a week, and then the thing is, this well, Shikamaru was saying there the portals are either damaged or deactivated, essentially.
Oh, that's a good point, Andrew. Andrew is saying that maybe they can't age. Yeah, that's a good point.
Or as in Ida and Quad.
Yeah, the
I mean, yeah,
cyborgs, maybe they can.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, for
Yeah, that's
real,
a good point.
for real.
Um,
Um, we have Nicholas Tiller saying the chapter was completely dog shit. The manga is going down the tube. The writing it's absolutely
I disagree.
terrible.
I disagree with that. This is my thing. I think why people are upset. Well, I think why you can be upset by the pacings because it's a monthly manga. But they had to, no, because of all that excitement that happened before. I think they had to slow things down because remember, I know they're telling a story, they're trying to tell a story, and I think this non-stop action would have just literally killed the story. So people would just be in it for the action, and after a while, I think persons would probably get. I for one would probably get annoyed of it because it's the same thing with Dragon Ball.
I mean,
But
yeah, we had a lot of action recently. But yeah, the monthly format is definitely killing it. But I always find that when personally I find anything that I rate like a 6 out of 10, personally, it's always borderline splitting the fan base where a lot of persons are going to hate it, a lot of persons are
mm-hmm.
gonna like it. But it kind of goes back to what I was saying because when I was hearing Ida talk about love and getting essentially getting herself a boyfriend and just a paraphrase, I'm like, shit, how is the fan base is going to, how are they going to react to this? Because this is the last thing persons wanted, I would imagine. And the fact that the chapter
but as I said before, yeah,
the fact that the chapter, even though
continue.
the fact that the chapter based on the sections with Ko and Ida, it kind of feels like it was so surface level in explaining Ida's abilities. But at the same time,
Okay, I agree with
yeah,
you.
because it really is. It's kind of like, okay, you can capture person's hearts, but can we get a bit more specific? Like, how does that work? You have like some, and she doesn't seem like she's doing it intentionally. So how does that work? And how, like, your clairvoyance, your ability to see everything in the world is like, okay, I understand that, but how?
Oh yeah.
So there's a lack of specifics in the chapter. So it's like.
Oh yeah.
That combined with that surface level look at her abilities and how she's going to contribute to the plot, even though you understand, but it's like we need more. That and introducing this whole love thing, and the fact that, I mean, at no fault of their own, Naruto and Team Konoha, there's only so many moves they can make right now. It kind of combines to give a person who's reading like, what was the sense of this chapter? So I'm not saying it's bad, but I can empathize and see where persons who feel the chapter was shit would be coming from. It's kind of like the Attack on Titan ending, which I saw you were part of that stream as well, where I was saying like, I can definitely see where persons who are complaining are coming from. You know what I mean? So they have some valid points, but I just don't think it's as bad as they say. That's what I'm saying. Going forward, retroactively speaking, depends on how Kishi handles Ida. If it gives more purpose to why he needed to be surface level and non-specific here, then this chapter later on could receive a higher rating than a 6 out of 10. Yeah.
And then the thing about it, and the thing is, is that they just introduced the character too.
Yeah,
they just introduced the character. So I think it would have been. I personally actually like the direction where it's going, because if he had given us more information, it would have seemed as if it was being forced.
Yeah.
You would have seen that. You'd have seen that it's like he's forcing us viewers to appreciate the Ida from the get-go. But I think the fact that he's holding back on information, I think he wants the interest to be more organic.
Yeah, and that's understandable, because even the way on, like, moving away from the negatives, like what I just said, moving on to the positives.
Yes, and
it's kind of in line with Ida's personality in terms of how she's conveying the information, I would say. So making it more organic, as you say.
And her powers, as someone in the comments said, her powers do make sense. Like when I'm thinking about, I'm like, it's making it a little easier to swallow, because now I can understand why Bora probably betrayed Jigen and took the cyborgs for himself, because probably wasn't a case where Bora had any intention, any master plan against Jigen. Maybe it's just it was just he got caught under her charm.
Yeah.
And because of that, the other cyborgs were spared in all of this.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not saying her abilities don't make sense. I'm just saying we just need more explanation on how they work. Like, more, dig down deep into it. And it kind of goes back to, I guess, the whole question, because I didn't mention it this chapter. Is it really an eye technique? Is it an Otsutsuki based eye technique? Or,
I don't think it's a Otsutsuki based eye technique. I actually think it's a Kage Genkai.
Yeah.
And I think it's a Kage Genkai, and I actually think that it was enhanced
by the remodeling.
The ninja. The remodeling caused her eye technique to be enhanced. Because I think another thing we have to understand as well, is that science is heavily involved in the ninja world. However, we still can't forget about Ninshu and the whole idea of chakra and the fact that the chakra still exists in the ninja world. And if you think about it, like we look at if you compare Delta's scientific idol jutsu to probably like Ida's supposedly Senrigan, I think based on the abilities, I will find I would I it would be I would based on the abilities, I think Delta's scientific dojutsu is more scientific per se, or more it's more science related than
I
Ida,
get what you're
on the
saying.
surface at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what
On
you're
the
saying.
surface,
Get what you're saying.
yes. But the thing about Kawaki, I noticed that I'm not to explain normally comments on artwork, Ikimoto's artwork. And I must be honest, I actually like how Ikimoto conveyed the eyes. I
This
actually liked
chapter.
it because, yes, throughout the chapter, because especially Code's eyes, like his face and his smile, especially when he was communicating to Ida that he was captivated by her. And you saw the surprise when she walked past him, and like he couldn't do anything and so forth.
Bro,
Yeah, that
I
was actually cool.
yeah, I kind of just liked it because, especially when he's talking with Bug at the bar, he just has a smug look on his face, like dog, like she's interested in me, dog. Just I got this, isn't me? That kind of look, isn't me? But I get what you're saying.
Hmm.
Definitely what you're saying. All right, Anthony, I'm gonna let you go
Hmm.
for now. I probably
No
want to
problem.
take two more persons at most because the day is kind of going. I wanna get on. But respect
Okay,
for
no
coming on,
problem.
man.
Have a good one.
Yeah, man.
No problem.
Let's see. All right, so good segment there. Let's see what the chat is saying. Where's Boruto Chapter hands down? I could see why I can see why you say that. Kind of basically covered why that in my the segment there with Akil. Um, do you I is more powerful than Code without limiter? Not enough information to sing. I mean, yeah, there wasn't any indication in that chapter to say if she was even a fighter, much less. It's more like a utility hacks based character. I don't think she's a fighter just yet. But since she was remodeled, we can assume she can fight. But there's not enough information to even go into that hypothetical versus right now. Provos intellectual code either could use her ability to manipulate people to help them as well. That's true. That is true. Especially if it's a case where she just needs to come into contact with them, because it seems like just an automatic thing. Apparently, it's not. It's highly hinted. I'll say that because it didn't seem like she had to like activate anything to get code to fall to her charms. She can see in real time in the present. You can't hide from her at all. It is kind of broken. It's like you're never safe because she's pretty much omnipresent. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And even if we wanted to put the whole, she can't view everything at the same time. As she said, she can still go back into the past and look at it. So. Let me see. Let me just go back for the specific line as well. So, let's jump there. I can see the future. Hold on. Hold on. So let's say there were security cameras in every nook of the world, and you could access them whenever you wanted. Could you watch them all day? For the most part, I'm super bored. It's interesting. Doing things. Well, it's hard to say about. Let's jump there. I can see the past too. Yeah. Does seem so. But I did predict you. In the past to watch. I can only see current events in real time. Based on what she's saying, it does seem like it's like one at a time, but it doesn't really matter as I'm saying because she can still go back to previous events even if she can only view current events one at a time. Fluttered. Yeah. Answer code. Despite the whole Boruto grandfather might train him in time skip. Minato? What? Unless he can visit the pure world, the afterlife, which I actually did a video on about 2 years ago. So despite the love thing, guys, I mean, this whole thing with Ida can be expanded to just her general everyday relationship. So you gotta look at it. There's more nuance to it than just her finding a boyfriend. But yeah, but the big thing for her is the whole love thing though. But it's still kind of nuanced because it kind of like all her relationships, romantic or non-romantic, are pretty much kind of superficial. So yeah. See, so I saw this here, right? Ah. God, there should have been I can see here. Oh, sorry. I totally forgot about Hinata's father. Totally forgot about Hinata's father. More than likely. Because they have to introduce some little ways to get those generations useful. I'm gonna kill Naruto now. Well, it seems so. I mean, ever since the first fight with Jigen, the whole thing is that they've been kind of slowly phasing out Naruto and Sasuke, so there's that. But the thing is, as even Anthony was saying, in terms of Amado being on the Ninja Alliance side, being able to balance things, the thing is, Naruto and Sasuke still have a prime opportunity to be useful to the story, obviously. I still believe they're gonna get cybernetic upgrades, which I also did do a video on, so you know, I'm plugging my own videos here. Yo, bro's like, oh, hold on, give me 1 sec. Gotta take a leak. Yeah. Alright, so what did I miss? So Cyber kill Naruto. I want to see how Orochimaru can come to play in this. I think everybody does. And so that alone will be able to beat the Ten Tails. Yeah, they should be able to. If power scaling are right is correct, you know. Two of them alone should be able to. But, you know, if they're gonna go along with this whole they've been nerfed thing, then who knows? Boruto goes blind. Autocross can play at this point. Yeah. Mondo plus Orochimaru is like Edison and Tesla working together. Yo. We're 3 or 4 months. There were no action. But just storytelling. Orochimaru Mario confrontation is gonna be so sick. God squad. Yeah, serious thing though. Like, honestly, at this point, guys, anything can happen. You know, we're almost gonna end because nobody else joined. Nobody else joined the Discord. Nah, doesn't seem that way. Was it sub 2? Nah, not that one. Not going for that one. I'm going for this one. If they were almost ending, definitely still like, up, subscribe, and you know, comment. But yo, I would want to talk to at least one more person, somebody who felt that this chapter was absolute shit. I don't want to hear your opinions in more detail. For go, it's 11:31, so we've been streaming for about 2 hours. So I want to kind of end off soon, get on with the day. Oh yeah, right. Yo, I totally forgot that, like, I'm the one that has the day off. Madness. Madness on my part. Silly me. Doom. People at work. Well, I mean, like I said, most of what I've had to say. Weird. Michael, walk on. Dog, we're skipping, we're jumping ship today. Yo, we're jumping ship for the YouTube channel. You see me, guys? Michael here in the chat. He's a coworker. But it's funny. I imagine you tuned in at some point today as well. Jeez, funny dog. This is so funny. But wait, new sub. Now, how's it going there at the office? Jeez and peace. Co-workers coming in, guys. It's wild. Yeah, I actually subscribe to the whole Amado being able to. The whole thing is that I just feel like they'll get cybernetic enhancements for Naruto and Sasuke. At least kind of aligning things with the theme of, you know, technology going forward, and at least still keeping them relevant and useful because people still care about Naruto and Sasuke. So, so that's just it's at the end of the day. Really and truly that. Hold on. Do. You see me? Anthony man them just come in, co-workers just load me up, bro. Like, why am I not at work? Bro, we at home. Yo. But how many persons have 19? We had Nelson, guys, Jason Nelson, Michael Douglas, and War Mongrel in the chat. All 3 are co-workers. Got 35 likes, got rid down to 19, 20 persons. I think we had 39 at one point. Oh, even though we're kind of ending the stream in a bit. Kind of ending. And you know, it's funny, we didn't get to see Sasuke. We only hear him by name. I would hope they'd actually show him next chapter. But as per usual, it's like anything can happen going forward with chapter 58. So, like... But I would want to see Sasuke. Like, the characters I need to see next chapter are definitely like Sasuke. They're more than likely going to focus on the whole Boruto, Naruto, the drugs more than likely for next chapter. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But anyway, if nobody else, I'll probably give it an extra minute. If nobody else is interested in joining or hitting me up on the Discord. Well, no, everybody's at work, as Anthony said. I think I will end the stream for now. So, to shake things up from this point, I think I'll just tackle this last question by Akil. What do you think the writers can do to shake things up from this point? So basically mess things up. I mean, a lot of persons seemingly felt this chapter was shit already. So, and you know, you have your persons who feel, you have the person that feel that Boruto shouldn't exist already. So it's like, people already are on that whole, they've already messed up the franchise kind of hype train, if I can put it like that. But in terms of like making it objectively worse going forward, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. If they really try to overshadow the whole story with this whole love thing with Ida, probably that. Because I think there's opportunity there to express the nuance to her whole, you know, trying to get a boyfriend thing by, you know, expressing that she doesn't have any real relationships, romantic or non-romantic. But I don't know, it's hard because I feel like the themes are there. And things are set up for Boruto to to get like complete depression and get us as the audience more interested in him as the main character. I don't know, it would be very hard for Kishimoto to like objectively take this series to like a 1, 2, 3 or even 4 or 5 out of 10 series. So yeah. But anyway, guys, once again, thanks for tuning in. It's been an interesting stream. Probably not the most crazy. To this day, funny enough, my most successful Boruto reaction stream has been Boruto Chapter 51, which I think had at most over 100 persons on at the same time, maybe even 200 persons on. Still my most successful stream, but yo, respect for coming out all the same. Definitely, I'll more likely still do a more compact, concise review video later on. Later on or tomorrow because I might be hitting the road. Later today might be. Depends on how things go. So yeah, if you haven't, you know, subscribed, liked, comment, shared, all that jazz and blues just yet, I appreciate it. Just kind of, yes me. I'm just throw everything from the screen. Yo. Oh wait, no. Okay, that's embarrassing. Same one. Technical difficulties here. But yeah, so respect for coming out all the same, even if you haven't subscribed or liked. So it is what it is. Boruto videos every week, trying to get back more into doing Black Clover videos. I still need to read Dragon Ball Super, but I'll read that on my own time. But yeah, Sanjae Uchiha, and news of Nelson and Michael, if it's still here. Yo! See you in the next one, guys. Thanks for coming out.